Good morning, delegates. In this short presentation, I am going to talk about insurance policies that are available. Good morning, delegates. In this short presentation, I am going to talk about insurance policies that are available for the construction station. I am going to talk about insurance policies that are available for the construction sector. The construction site is full of activity wherein so many parties come together and carry out the construction. Contractors, subcontractors, laborers, machinery movement, storage of all kind, temporary labor colony with cooking activity, etc. exist. Practically anything can go wrong, though more often it doesn't due to able project people at the site. But if it happens, it can be definitely a big one and can impact the viability of the project. Hence, insurance comes here as a savior. Let us see the project period related loss incidents. We can observe that natural hazards are more devastating, especially the cyclone hitting a project site. There can be other causes such as arising out of earth moving machinery, piling work, damages arising out of construction machinery used at the site. For example, a tower crane collapsing or a forklift overturning on a soft ground. Finally, the project machinery undergoing trials may get damaged due to breakdowns, short circuit, and mechanical failures. The real work starts from the risk factor identification, wherein damages to the project, surrounding property, third parties, and to public living nearby at the project site, etc. needs to be identified. Further, the project team should give due consideration to the type of project. For example, it can be a water treatment plant or a full-blown steam turbine generator power plant. Important factors such as financial constraints, contingency margin availability, project scheduling. For example, if it is a tight scheduling, there can be issues. Local level legal and political issues, environmental impact assessment related to soil, groundwater, etc. are very much essential as damages can occur from any angle. What is important is that the project management team to have a clear idea of allocating what should come to them and what should go to others in the entire project. Options available are surety bonds, hold harmless and indemnity clauses, and project insurances. In this presentation, we are going to talk about project insurance policies that are available to the project management team for transferring the risks. In this schematic diagram, insurance can be seen coming into play much later after project study, design and development, bid processes, etc. Hence, it is a must for the project management team to identify the time lag and get things moving in respect of finalizing insurances so that it can be done in advance. When time comes, the policies can be purchased as designed. In any project activity, though there are involvement of many parties, insurance purchases are relegated to only four members, that is owner or promoter, the lender, the special purpose vehicle and the EPC contractor. Many a times the owner, promoter and lender are joint insured in any project policy. The delay in startup insurance cover is available only to the owner promoter and not to the EPC contractor in case the EPC contractor takes the project insurance policy. In this slide, we can see clearly the insurance coverage takes care of three areas: physical damage, liability and loss of profits. Physical damage can happen during transit, which is taken care by marine cargo insurance, or it can happen at a project site, which is taken by construction insurances, such as CAR and EAR. The liability coverage can be an extension to project insurance policy or a standalone commercial general liability program. In addition to the liability policies, it is a must that the workers, laborers at the site are adequately covered under workmen compensation insurance policies. Generally, the contractors and subcontractors engaged in the project site procure this employee compensation or workmen compensation policy, and it is the duty of the project management team or the SPV to check the contractors having one such policy prior to allowing them to work at the project site. The loss of profit or known as delay in startup insurance coverages can be extended either to marine cargo transits or the construction insurances. The DSU cover protects the balance sheet losses arising out of the delay in revenue stream because of a major accident en route a marine voyage or at the project site whereby the project commissioning could not be achieved on the set date, and rebuilding, reinstating of damaged property is going to take away considerable time, maybe several months. Project can be broadly classified as routine modifications, small capacity additions or major greenfield ones. When small capacity additions are performed, insurance is not given a major consideration, but as a risk management activity, the contractors will be asked to buy insurance. However, in the case of a major infra project, to ensure the financial viability of the project management team and the lenders, often we see lenders have their own insurance advisors known as LIAs, take interest in the insurance program arrangement. Insurers provide either contractor all risk known as CAR or erection all risk insurance known as EAR policies for covering the projects. These policies can have three sections. First section to cover any physical damage, second section to cover any third party damages, and third section to cover any delay in startup issues. In addition, there can be marine cargo policy and its delay in startup insurance besides workmen compensation insurance policies. Generally, CAR policies are given predominantly to civil work such as roads, bridges, buildings and commercial complexes. EAR policies are given to those projects that have considerable machinery erection or installation activity besides civil work such as a steel plant or a chemical plant or a power plant or a cement plant, so on and so forth. The policy wording generally goes like this: subject to terms and conditions, etc. The insurer will indemnify the insured against sudden and unforeseen physical loss or damage to the property insured, subject to standard exclusions. The key word is unforeseen and sudden accident, physical damage, subject to exclusions. These three things will keep on coming everywhere so that the coverage is clear to the parties concerned. The insurance cover starts from the onset of work or unloading of project cargo at site. In respect of CAR, which is given to a civil work, it ends after taking over or put into service, and in respect of EAR, wherein machinery erection is covered, it 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 ends after 4 weeks of trial running or additional period as specified is over. Hence, the policy period is always equivalent to the number of months of erection and commissioning work activity plus some exigencies. CAR, EAR policies are having all risk basis coverage and normally take care of these type of losses. They can be fire and explosion losses or handling related losses such as failure of cranes, etc. In respect of machinery installed, losses happening due to testing are also covered. Faulty materials, bad workmanship, act of God are some of the major coverages these policies provide. The exclusions are standard across the world and some of them are given in this slide, such as willful act or negligence, any fines or penalties, public authority action, nuclear perils and its radioactive fallout, faulty design, inventory losses, files and drawings, etc. Generally, Section 2 of the policy covers third-party liability, wherein accidental bodily injury or property damage of third party are considered. The period of cover is normally equivalent to the policy period. The third party liability cover can be extended to cover cross liability coverage, wherein protection is given to all the contractors, subcontractor, as if each party had taken their own separate insurance policy. The third section of the project insurance policy, that is CAR or EAR, is the advance loss of profit policy or the delay in startup policy. Any major accident, say fire or flooding at the project site, leading to a delay in completion can affect the future revenue stream. The period of interruption is financially equated, say, debt servicing cost, and the relief is provided to the insuring party. Lenders in the project are keener to know whether insurances have been purchased as suggested by the lender's insurance advisor. Further, the financial security rating of the reinsurers play a major part. Also, they enforce loss payee clauses in the insurance policy such that the proceeds of the claim are duly monitored and paid. Some of the covers the lenders look forward are non-vitiation, wherein rights of any of the parties who are not guilty of any fraud or misrepresentation or breach of a policy condition, etc., shall not be affected by any fraud or misrepresentation or breach by any other parties. There are other covers such as cross liability we saw in the earlier slides, loss payee requirements we saw in the earlier slides. There can be joint name insured, there can be acceptable insurer security, that also we saw in earlier slides. In this, we can explore how a project insurance is underwritten by the insurance company. Insurers seek project-related information such as a detailed project report, a plot plan, bar charts and breakup of values, and in case a ALO policy is purchased, detailed worksheets of standing charges, and net profit are required. The pricing of the project would be based on the type of the project. For example, it can be a steel plant, it can be a water treatment plant, it can be a cement plant. The period of insurance, it can be say 24 months or 60 months or 72 months, etc. And the deductibles chosen. Some companies may choose higher deductibles so that premium may be saved and additional coverages, etc. Finally, the insurer put forward their terms and capacity, and in case of a large project, they augment their capacity with the help of reinsurance players with appropriate security rating as per their company's board policy. The slide here provides a bird's eye view of the information requirement in respect of project insurances. It goes without saying that better information will invite better parties in the contract, and you can have multiple insurers who are willing to quote for the project which the insured is undertaking. The insurance industry also has an appetite issue in respect of insuring certain projects, and whenever challenging proposals are there, they try to safeguard their interest by suitably loading the price or increasing the deductibles or restricting the coverages, etc. For example, hydroelectric power plants or maybe breakwater construction or any dam projects, etc., or sea harbor projects, they may quote higher price and deductibles. Uh, Also, involving tunneling work, etc., or underground digging wherever it's happening, there can be stiff terms given by insurers. For a project of 1,000 crores size, there can be no capacity issues for insurers. Any insurer can quote with 100% capacity. If it exceeds 1,000 crores to 2,500 crores, it may require more than one insurer to participate and offer their capacity. I mean, capacity of more than one insurer is pooled and considered. If it is value more than 2,500 crore to 5,000 crores, it would certainly require more than one insurer, and reinsurance markets will step in to provide capacity. In case of any project having more than 5,000 crores, it generally requires more than one insurer plus multiple reinsurers for quoting with capacity. We saw about the reinsurance market stepping in the earlier slide. The capacity given by the reinsurance market is not automatic but on facultative basis, that is case to case basis. For example, some reinsurers may not write coal-based thermal power plants or maybe some power plants in the coast or some certain machinery which are say second hand in nature, as is where this is purchased machinery from a foreign country and being installed, erected, etc. The reinsurance markets are manifold. First comes the national reinsurer GIC as per the order of preference mandated by the regulator IRDA. Then the other insurance companies who can lend their capacity as they may not be present on the insurance program in the project. And finally, foreign reinsurers who have set up branches in the country can offer capacity, as well as overseas markets can also offer reinsurance capacity for participating in a project insurance policy. This slide shows the business flow from the client to the insurer either on a direct basis or through a broker, and from the insurer to reinsurer either on direct basis or through a reinsurance broker. Whichever route is chosen, the information flows back and forth to the same route only till the end of the insurance policy. So if a broker is there in between an insurer and a client, the client has to inform the broker and the broker will get in touch with the insurer for any premium related query or a claim related query, something like that. Finally, some of the points to ponder are given. Why we purchase this insurance? Is it to meet a loan requirement? To whom the insurance is necessary? I mean, who are the parties with insurable interest? Is it only for the lenders only the insurance is bought? And then at what is the cost of insurance? Is the cheaper cover is the better cover? The quality of the insurance program is also one of the important factor, because more wider cover will attract more increased premium and quality of the insurance company, uh, as any major claim should be properly serviced without any delays. Hence, insurance company quality and their claim settlement ability is of paramount importance. And thank you. This is a short presentation which I could provide to the delegates watching the symposium.